attendees for today's program on online artificial intelligence seminar. In short, AI. Today's seminar subject is application of AI in project management and execution. We are pleased to announce that earlier we have conducted 13 seminars in 6 years since 2019, online and offline. In 2019, 2020, 21, 22, followed by 23, 24, and 2 in 2025 on various subjects ranging from power, steel, engineering, material handling, safety, project management, and execution. In association with Team IIT and acclaimed industry experts, we have speakers in various concerned areas. They are renowned personalities in different core engineering sectors: power, steel, oil and gas, mining, material handling, shipbuilding, etc. And we have speakers on artificial intelligence and application on AI, on welding technology, who will share their knowledge and experience. Subsequent to deliverance of all speeches, we will have an interactive session, and we request all the speakers to limit their presentation to 7 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes. Now, I will invite Mr. Amitavo Ghosh to deliver inaugural speech. Mr. Ghosh is a renowned man in the industry with long decades of experience in project management and execution, with proven track record in power, steel, and other core engineering sectors. Mr. Ghosh is ex-Vice President BTS, ex-Senior Vice President Texmaco, ex-Executive Director Titagarh Wagon, ex-President Om Metal Chairman, and now Chairman of GBS Energy Private Limited. Mr. Amitav Ghosh, I would request you to deliver your speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Saroj. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of GBS Energy Private Limited, we welcome you all, speakers, panelists, attendees, and thank you very much for joining today's program. Today's seminar subject is application of artificial intelligence in project management and execution. As Saroj mentioned earlier, we have conducted 13 seminars in last 6 years since 2019, online and offline, on various subjects: power, steel, engineering, material handling, safety, etc. Together with IIT Guwahati, online short course on project management and execution was organized on 15th and 16th July 2023, around 2 years ago. Now, in our 14th seminar on the same subject of project management and execution, we are adding artificial intelligence. So therefore, today's subject is application of AI in project management and execution. The subject is very new and unique, and possibly for the first time, similar seminar subject is organized to the best of our knowledge. Artificial intelligence, we are aware, is one of the most modern and rapidly growing fields in the world. Its impact is being felt across various industries, from healthcare, finance, to education, transportation, and everywhere. Here are some key statistics. The global AI market is valued at approximately $391 billion and is expected to grow by nearly 5 times in next 5 years, reaching $1.81 trillion by 2030. We all know project management and execution is the most important work of the industry. Application of AI with project management and execution, in our opinion, will result tremendous value additions. Now I'll try to explain the modality in simple language. AI people are usually young, at the age of 20 to 30. And project application process area people are, experienced people are at older age. Acclaimed industry experts and professionals with wealth of knowledge are also available at 60 plus age group as senior citizen. In fact, senior citizens have greater adaptability of changes from manual to electronic to digital to Google to WhatsApp and now to AI. So we feel that above two groups of young and old can effectively work together for benefits of all concerned: AI, industries, people, country, and society at large. This will be the beginning of a new unique initiative model, and change is the only thing permanent in life. Combination of AI and project management and execution will progress slowly, of course, and the roadmap will develop and take shape. Now, so seminar objectives, if we summarize, it is to harness the power of artificial intelligence in project management and execution by synergizing the rich experience of senior engineers, technologists, and professionals with the advanced AI knowledge of younger IT professionals. The goal is to create an integrated collaboration that leverages practical wisdom and cutting-edge technology to achieve the highest levels of operational efficiency, innovation, and sustainable growth across industry with cost-effective solutions. Now, two critical issues of project. One is time management and another is man management. As far as time management is concerned, we are aware that this is the most neglected area in Indian projects. As an exception, projects are completed without time and cost overruns. As per available record, 4.6 lakh crore is yearly cost overrun in Indian projects, which is 1.5% of GDP. Purulia Palm Storage Project, Durgapur Steel Plant Modernization, Rourkela Steel Plant Modernization projects are some of the projects which were done in time and successfully. And I had the opportunities to be associated with them. Furthermore, I had also the opportunity to crash and compress the schedule to a great extent. One is, of course, Durgapur Steel Plant Modernization under SAIL, and another under NHPC, Uri and Chamera hydroelectric projects at J&K and Himachal Pradesh. From our experience, we are of the strong view that huge drainage of exchequer money can be saved by us to a maximum extent with Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative without importation and involvement of costly foreign exchange. And money saved is money gained. Now, the situation today is whatever AI is offering, we are taking. But in a reverse way, we feel our suggestion is that project management and execution people can give assignment to AI as per requirement to make our lives easier. Maybe, like below, that these are the things which we can ask for, that AI-generated project status report on micro and macro basis with countdown days supported by drone-assisted walkthrough visuals. Number two, delays and corrective measures in all possible areas of work. Number three, implementation of innovative cost-effective solution to ensure successful project completion within time, schedule, and budget. We can find out this in the areas of design and engineering, procurement, manufacturing, quality assurance, transportation, construction and erection commissioning, and also in financial. To ensure total safety in all relevant areas for sustainable society with green energy and compression of schedule for early commissioning and revenue. Now coming to man management, we appreciate that man management has associated human factors like leadership, team creation and motivation, inclusion of more design-focused people and suitably shifting them from office to site, etc., may not originate from AI. Therefore, we must consider AI is an augmentation tool rather than wholesome replacement technology. But we must try to utilize the best of it. Since people who are at the frontier of using AI, they will be in a better position than people who are not. Using AI, our projects can be much more successful and quality. In association with Team IIT and acclaimed industry experts, we have speakers in various concern areas. They are renowned personalities in different core engineering sectors: power, steel, oil and gas, mining, material handling, shipbuilding, and most important, even in finance. And we have speakers on AI and application of AI on welding technology who will share their knowledge and experience. Our core team members, Mr. Arunava Dattagupta, ex-General Manager of ISCO Sale, Mr. Sarojkan Singh, Management Expert and ex-McNally Bharat, and Mr. Pallav Yadav, our young digital support man, and myself had worked in details and prepared PPT on the subject. We'll present one by one, and we look forward to a great, interesting program and a bright future for AI-aided project management and execution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We can have the Swagatam now.
Yeah.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरुत्वं
Thank you for the Swagatam. We can now present the overall presentation, sir.
Arunava will give the first presentation. Saroj.
Yeah.
Arunava, please go ahead.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Saroj, please open the PPT, please. Yeah. Now we will be discussing on project and time cost overdone and role of AI to address the problem. And this has been composed by Mr. Amitabh Ghosh and myself. I am presenting on behalf of both of us. So let us try to understand the impact of cost and time overrun. Assessment of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, it says that approximately 35% projects suffer from time overdone and approximately 25% project from cost overrun. Cumulative cost overrun as on March 2025 exceeds 4.6 lakh crore in India, which Mr. Amitabh Ghosh has already spoken in the inaugural speech. It represents approximately 1.5% of GDP, which is equivalent to health or education budget for 1 year. Now, what are the key reasons for project delay? We all know about it, so some of them I have listed just for recollection. One is delay in land acquisition and environmental clearance. Next is changes in scope of work causing disputes followed by a lot of legal tussle, then inadequate project planning and poor monitoring. Next one is delayed approval and lack of coordination among various agencies. Funding problem and in some cases siphoning of funds for some other purpose. We have also tried to analyze what are the impact of these key drivers. So in the next this slide, we have tried to give an idea of it. So the first point is time overdone and construction delay. It has around 30 to 35%. Then wrong estimation of cost and rising input cost. It is around 20 to 25%. Sorry, rising input cost is also 20 to 25%. Land, environment, and forest clearance 10 to 15%. then changes in design or scope of work is 5 to 10%. Same trend is for tendering and equipment supply delay. Lastly, the regulatory and local disruptions 3 to 5%. Next one, please. The question is, will artificial intelligence be of any help for project management? Now, based on the views of various experts as published in various journals and magazines, we have tried to list it, and these are summarized as under. Based on past data, AI will predict potential delays, cost overrun, and resource shortages. With live data given by drones, cameras, and sensors, AI will be able to track progress and display it also. AI helps to reduce idle time and labor cost overrun. AI will continuously update construction progress, manpower allocations vis-a-vis output, and impact on supply delay. AI more accurately forecasts and alerts cost drifts from original budget or BOQ. AI alerts supply failure risk, helping preemptive actions by the buyers. Now, a word of caution on artificial intelligence. AI could be a big game changer in project management. Let us not forget that AI won't replace human judgment, but would strengthen and support it. At the end of the day, human brain shall prevail over AI. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, is Mr. Balraj Joshi there?
Hello,
Yes, sir.
Saroj. Now we will show PPT together.
Okay.
First, I'll show a few pages and then you show. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Application of artificial intelligence in project management and execution. This is shown in a PPT format. Next, improved planning. AI analyzes vast amounts of data to identify patterns, predict outcomes, and optimize project plans. Better risk management identifies potential risks and suggests mitigation strategies. Number three, enhanced decision making. AI provides real-time insights and recommendations for informed decisions. Number four, increased efficiency automates routine tasks, allowing project managers to focus on high-value tasks. Next, collaboration between young and old. Young AI professionals bring fresh perspectives, technical expertise, and energy to projects. Benefits of collaboration, knowledge transfer, innovative solutions, and increased productivity. Experienced industry experts provide valuable insights, guidance, and mentorship, ensuring practical and effective AI solutions. Next, application areas of AI in project management. First is project planning. Optimize plans, identifies risk, and predicts outcomes. Next is resource allocation. Ensures effective allocation of the right resources to tasks. Next is risk management. Suggests strategies to mitigate potential risk. And last is quality control. Monitors and controls project quality to meet standards. Then, effective time management strategies. Set clear goals and priorities. Use frameworks like the Eisenhower matrix. I will explain what is Eisenhower matrix. This is a urgent, important matrix. Is a time management tool that helps prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance. Next is delegate and outsource tasks. Free up time for high priority activities. Then minimize distractions. Identify and reduce interruptions. Next is create a daily schedule. Organize tasks with specific time slots. Then use the Pomodoro technique, work in 25-minute intervals followed by breaks. Pomodoro technique is a time management method that uses a timer to break down the work into intervals, traditionally 25 minutes in length, separated by short breaks. Next, time management training. Enroll in courses covering essential time management skills. Courses include goal setting, prioritization, scheduling, and delegation. Next, benefits of effective time management. Increase productivity, complete tasks efficiently, reduce stress, manage time to feel more in control, and improved work-life balance, balance work with personal life for fulfillment. Next, predictive analytics in AI. Predictive modeling analyzes historical data to predict outcomes. Risk identification alerts project managers to potential risk. Automated project monitoring, real-life tracking, and automated reporting. Swaroj, you now take over.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Next slide, please. So AI can also optimize resource allocation. So resource can be optimized if the details of the resource are available. The AI can level the resources, etc. It can predict capacity planning. So, for example, how much workforce we need over time. It can plan this capacity, and this allows teams to anticipate future resource needs without getting into shortages, and that ensures smooth project execution. Next slide, please. AI is essentially a decision making tool. So, from data, we can have decision making through scenario planning. Next, please. Now, AI can contribute to society. It can make healthcare more efficient. It can make education more adaptive. Ways of learning can be done. And environmental sustainability can be achieved by reduction of consumption of energy and emissions through applications of AI. Next slide, please. The future contributions to AI would be in autonomous systems, self-driven car, drones, personalized medicine, smart cities, and in all this area, project management will play an important role. Next slide, please. Project delays in India are a big concern, and we all know that a huge amount of the government losses are from here 2 to 3 lakh crores, as it's reported annually. Project delays are causing huge amount of load on the exchequer. Thank you. Next slide, please. Effective project management practices like daily project status monitoring, health monitoring, motivating teams, in all these areas, AI can be a very beneficial tool. And we all can embrace AI for operational efficiency and innovative solutions. Thank you.
Yeah, Saroj. Now Pallav
So,
will
yeah.
Pallav will show a small video on AI.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Today, I am talking about the usage of generative AI in project management and execution. 20 years ago, preparing a detailed project plan took hours of manual work, but today, software can finish that in minutes. And now we are at the next level of it, which is artificial intelligence. It's not just faster, but like having an extra brain in your team. In the next few minutes, I'm talking about what AI really is, how generative AI is changing the game, and what agentic AI means for the future of project execution. So let's start simple. What is AI? Think of it like training a new junior engineer. You show them examples, guide them on a specific pattern, and then they can handle tasks on their own. So that is AI, training machines to think, decide, and learn like humans. So the core concept are learning from data, making decision or prediction based on that learning, improving the process over the time. Okay, there are three types of AI. The first one is narrow AI. It focused on one specific job at a time, like Google Translate or ChatGPT. And the second one is general AI. It can learn anything like a human can. And the third one is super AI. It beyond human intelligence in all areas, like in decision making, logic, and creativity. How does AI actually learn? There are two key concepts of AI learning. The first one is machine learning. In this case, the machine learns from the past data to predict the future outcomes, like predicting a turbine failure from historical sensor reading. And the second one is deep learning. It's a more advanced type of machine learning that recognizes complex patterns, like detecting cracks in a bridge through images. Now let's talk about some real-world AI tools that can be used in engineering today. Also, there are a lot of AI tools, but here I'm talking about three of them. The first one is ChatGPT. It can write reports, draft proposals, summarize complex document in just minutes. And the next one is Perplexity. It's like an AI search engine for research assistant that gives you verified sources for reliable answers. Next is Google View 3. It's a video generation model. It can create high quality videos for project demos, safety training visuals, and realistic simulations without any expensive suits or filming. And the next is Microsoft Copilot. It can automate tasks in Excel, PowerPoint, and Teams for streamlining daily operations. Now let's talk about generative AI. Generative AI creates new content based on what you ask, whether it can be text, reports, images, 3D model, code, and videos also. Like imagine you ask a design intern to make a 3D bridge model. They take days for it. But with generative AI, it's done in seconds and you can ask for changes instantly. In engineering project, generative AI can auto-generating training manuals from old project data, produce safety training videos using AI tools like Google View 3, create design visualization before making the physical prototype, generate progress report from the raw data, and more. It's like adding a creative brain in your engineering team who available 24 into 7. Now here is the exciting part, which is agentic AI. Unlike traditional AI that wait for your prompts, agentic AI takes proactive action towards your goals. You give it a target and it figure out the next steps. It's like telling your assistant to update the schedule based on the new delivery date and inform everyone. And it is done. No back and forth, no follow-up emails. In project execution, agentic AI can monitor ongoing project progress and send early alerts delay. adjust project schedules instantly when plans are changes, automatically share timely updates with all shareholders, assign tasks to the right team without any manual follow-ups. So the conclusion is AI would not replace engineers, but engineers who use AI will replace those who don't. The future of engineering is not just about building structures, it is about building smarter way to work. And AI is already the foundation. So this is from my side. Thank you.
So now, sir, we had our speaker, Mr. Balraj Joshi. Is Mr. Balraj Joshi there?
No, I don't think he is there. So
We
then
can
Mr.
go to the
Srinivas
next.
Singh. Mr.
Yeah.
Srinivas Singh will request Mr. Srinivas Singh to give his deliverance of speech.
Good afternoon to all of you. I
Singh
think
Sahib, welcome.
thank you very much. And
I
in
must
fact,
say that I was telling him Srinivas Singh is the man who has done projects in all sectors, which is a rare performance. You know, any power, steel, mining, shipping, any core sector, fertilizer, everywhere he has done, and both equipment and project, which is a rare achievement. So he must be having all the problems in project. So I requested him that how we can introduce AI to make our life easier. He's still doing a lot of projects. So I was just discussing. So Singh Saab, please.
okay, thank you very much. I think all, in fact, experts of the industry are here. I know, I think most of them. And I don't have to really, I am, so far as I am concerned, I am least knowledgeable compared to all of you. But yes, as you rightly said, there are varied industries where I have worked, starting from power, steel, cement, on tell any industry, fertilizer or anything. I have definitely worked, starting from a small project of 5 crore to 5,000 crore. So that kind of, in fact, exposure I had. But coming to the main thing, as in fact now also I am involved, I can briefly tell you I am involved in business transformation of organizations where the complex problems are solved in 2 to 3 days time with their own people. That's a new subject that I'm associated with an institute from Switzerland. And of course, this is not the right forum to speak. It's a big subject where I'm already involved, and I'm trying to see that how syntegration means it is this that synergize the all the tacit knowledge of the own organization. That means, you see, it is a system where nearly about 50 years of research was put into this, and in Europe and other, this has been implemented where everybody has appreciated that within 3 days with our own people we can solve all complex problems. So complex problem could be project management for increasing your marketing, in, ensuring your HR. So in every area you can do, but based on my own background and experience, I just felt, in fact, I retired as the vice chairman of Jindal Steel in one of their company, where I went and set up a company for Mr. Jindal for engineering and construction. At that moment, when I was to leave Jindal, I found in Jindal they have money, they have got order, but the projects are still not getting completed. So that's the time I could find there are many areas where probably some kind of new technology in terms of transformation of business could be done. And that's how I got associated. And we finished one, in fact, syntegration for Jindal Steel, where in a period of 3 days, Mr. Jindal and his vice chairman, they said that they have been able to unlock the potential of their people in 3 days' time. So this is the new tools which we will be telling in that connection. In fact, I am already in talk with Coal India. There are many projects. I mean, most of the chairman, they are very thrilled to know about it. Their project management area, I am trying to adopt more because that is the area. But with whatever I have seen now, really implementing project management through AI tool is something which I am absolutely novice about AI. But I know that, you see, because I have been given a lot of literature by various agencies to apply AI in different areas. So whatever I could hear from them, I am sure the project, in the project management, as Mr. Ghosh rightly said, time delay, then coordination, and there are many things which are beyond anybody's control. But there are many controllable items which, if we can really timely, we can really take an action, and we can also have some mechanism to take the decision to see that, you see, how we can reduce the delay, so finally we can achieve. I have achieved in my many projects wherever I have. In fact, there are projects, just to cite you two. In fact, in Hindu Tanjing there was a project where Mr. Naveen Agarwal was, I mean, EIL used to complete those projects by designing and taking the EPC contract for management. They used to complete in never before 32 months, and that they were thinking that is the earliest that they can do. But I can do. When I entered into that, I mean, project, the challenge was, can we do it in 20 months? You won't believe we completed in 13 months. So it is not that, there are many things which timely, if you can take action, and the decisions are, there are many decisions which are hidden, which we don't know. Even the people lowest, in the lowest category of person in the organization may have some solution, but he doesn't have an approach to the highest authorities to go and escalate so that, the problem gets solved. So I am sure with the AI now, since our today's topic is basically AI, and this AI tool can definitely help us to reduce the time, which is the most important factor. And obviously, the decision making has to be taken. The integration, which I am telling you, that a core committee of people from various discipline, they will be the people who will be guiding the entire project. They will be implementing all the possible solutions that is required to be completed. So this is what I can only tell. I don't want to take much time, and thanks you for having given me an opportunity, Mr. Amitabh.
Thank you, sir. I think Mr. Balraj Joshi has joined us, and we would request Mr. Joshi to say a few words.
Thank you so much, and I hope I'm audible.
No, no, you're audible. I will
Yes, yes.
add
Yes,
with
sir, you're audible.
Saroj.
Yeah.
Mr. Balraj Joshi was chairman and managing director of NHPC, and later on, he was a designer, which is a special point I always have. You know, because designer becoming CMD is very rare. Number one. Number two, after retirement, he was in NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, in Calcutta for 4 5 years. Very successfully he has worked. Now he has gone back to Delhi and he is consultant to a renowned company. So with his vast experience in all sectors, hydro, apart from hydro, all renewable energy sectors, solar, wind, everywhere he was the head. So I would like to have his thoughtful speeches.
Thank you, Amitav Ghosh. I'm always very, very appreciative of Mr. Ghosh because he says so many words that very little is left for me to speak. Well, I joined NHPC in 1982 and worked in the field for the construction of various projects for about 18 years, in which I had a privilege of working in tunnel projects, dam projects, and powerhouses. And later on I moved to the design office, thanks to my postgraduate qualification in hydropower from Norway. And in those times it was something rarity that you are studying from Norway, so you okay, you can work in design division. Otherwise design was supposed to be very elitist kind of a division, so I worked there also. But my brush with the project management, of course, started in the projects itself, when we used to have the CPM and person drawn by hand. And in the context of today's lecture, I must also say that during my college days, the mainframe computers had come in our courses, and we were supposed to run a master project. and carry out the entire analysis of a, let's say, master beam, for example, with my project, in which we have to design a beam of about 7 spans having different kind of loadings and thicknesses. And then you actually do it on computers by punch cards and the mainframe computer. If some of you must have used that, the mainframe computer operation required punch card set, and there were very few computer centers where these mainframe computers were there. Our college didn't have that, so we were obliged to go to Bhava, uh, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Bombay, or RCC Pune to run these programs. And there used to be huge queue of the people with all the deck of the entire cards on their shoulders, and then ask them to run it, because you needed that particular proof that you run a project on computer. Then that will be attached to your seminar, and then marks will be given. So now, so I'm quite well versed with the coding thing part of it, in the sense that Fortran 4 programming was much in vogue. And this master beam was done by me. I still maintain the program with me on Fortran 4. Later on, we were very, let's say, lucky to have worked in Norway in 1990 when the main desk computers had come in. But there were no hard disks in computers, in PCs that time. One DOS and one data disk used to be there. So one DOS disk and one. So two slots used to be there, 5.25 inch floppy. So why I'm telling you all this is because I have graduated in that particular manner. So I know a little bit of the fact that how a computer works. But let me very candidly accept that I haven't got the grasp of how AI works. Now, comparing using a search engine and getting the data spread across the net and try to make some sense out of it's understandable, because by comparison computer can pick up those words. But putting up a logic in that, weaving a logic, improving the ppts, etc., it requires some kind of thinking, which probably the AI does. Now, my latest brush with the AI was in a meeting which was attended by about 8 to 9 people sitting in different locations, and about 8 to 9 people sitting in the conference room there. A meeting was going on, and they put that feature of the AI on whereby the minutes of meeting can be drawn. So whatever somebody is speaking, it was the computer understanding that, and the salient points. They were jotting down the salient points in a much better fashion. Now, how do you compare this particular feature of AI with my background of, let's say, by method of comparison by Google from the database? So that is one thing which I would like to understand. Of course, for the project management, we know we have CPMs and PERT techniques, and then we have time motion studies. Resource allocation was also done manually by us. Now it is being done by computers also. Now, in that regard, let me also say, in 1993, we visited France for some transfer of technology program in project management, whereby we were taken to a place by the Cisco office. Actually, Cisco had already developed a module based upon the CPM and PERT, which used to be used for Ariane rocket. And the Ariane rocket of European rocket, it had parts coming from as diverse as 17 countries. And you know that when the rocket is launched, its launching time is prefixed. So you can't expect, you can't even cope up with any kind of delays there. And these flies coming from different countries who have their own different economic environment and also the political scenarios. And then coalescing all of it together by virtue of a software tool to deliver the rocket in time. When the countdown starts, you don't have any leverage or latitude. Okay, we can do it tomorrow, no, unless some emergency comes in. So that was it. So we were very amazed to see how these people can go on making the programs and keep on updating also. So the guy who was explaining to us, he said that we have got 1,000 levels of planning possible, and we can always will go back to in a particular level of planning. For example, 667 level. So you can go back to 667 and see what we had planned there. Since now the situation demands that that particular module should be put in order. So I said that this must be very difficult for you. He says it is difficult, but since we have people working for different kind of layers, so we can do it quite fast. I understand that in the context of today's AI, probably this is what we are looking at, that there should be a software or a wisdom, let's say digital wisdom available to us, whereby we know that a particular activity of a project is slipping, and how best it can be managed by doing what. So if that would be a management decision, infusion of additional machinery, equipment, whatever. It's going to be very, very interesting, no doubt. So my brush with the AI also, as far as the NCLT was concerned, so we when the open AI came in, the chat GPT and things, so we thought we can use it in the legal sphere also. So starting by inches, we finally graduated to a place, time, when we could ask the open AI to write a judgment for us. And surprisingly, it did. We fed to it the petitioner's contentions and the respondent's answer and the rejoinders, etc., everything. And it certainly wrote a judgment for us. Now, the catch was that judgment included certain references from Supreme Court of India. And when we looked back in the Supreme Court library, these were not there. So how could an AI module cook those things? I do not know. I don't have any slightest idea. But the whole idea of telling you this is that we striking an alarm bell also. So don't just believe that AI with your closed eyes. So as of now, I hope Swati Mishra must be having better things to tell me. But this is all my impressions about AI. It can be certainly used very, very beneficial. It is. But I don't see why AI should not be used in project management and why it will not deliver. But the only thing which bothers me here is, do we have people who can actually do the CPM and PERT properly, who know resource allocation, because they will ultimately be coerced by AI. So the grassroots work will probably require to be done still. So you can correct me on that if that's the case. So I'm very, very optimistic, and with my kind of background and my being slightly, tech savvy, so to say, I am looking forward to use of AI in a big way to deliver projects. And in India, we are famous for delivering projects not on time, and also the cost and time overrun are huge, mostly in most of the projects. So with that, I think I'll just hand over to the organizer again. Thank you, Saroj Kanji. Thank you, Amitabh, for having me here.
Thank you. Hello.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Saroj, not able to hear you.
Yeah, not able, Saroj. Not
Maybe
able to hear you.
video, so shy.
Network problem.
Now
Maybe we can
we
switch off our video so the band issues doesn't remain there.
Yeah,
sir, can you now?
better.
Yeah. So we will now request Mr. Pranam Mukherjee to contribute to the seminar.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you
Yes,
are
sir.
audible.
Yes, sir.
Acha, let me tell something about Pranab. He is my classmate from IIT Kharagpur. He passed out in 1968. And all along, most of the time he was in EIL. And he was the director of EIL. And I mean, a very rare man who has come to the top level, working in Engineers India Limited, who is the one and only consultant in oil and gas sector for a long, long period. Okay, Pranab, please go ahead.
Follow, show the slide. Good afternoon to all participants. The subject is AI in refinery projects. AI as a tool in execution of refinery projects has huge potential. Many speakers have already laid the foundation for that before me. I have to state clearly, though, that my ideas on possible use of AI in this field are conceptual. Experts in AI will be able to say whether and how my concepts can be concretized. In this presentation on AI on refinery projects, I'll start by first outlining very briefly what petroleum refining is about. Next. The primary refining process is fractional distillation, which is carried out in the atmospheric distillation unit called the CDU and the vacuum distillation unit called VDU. Secondary processing is required for the distillates to meet stringent performance and pollution control requirements. Next, getting back to CDU, crude is pumped from crude oil tanks to a fired heater, and heated crude is introduced into the CDU column. The products separate out at various levels in the CDU column depending on their boiling points. Typical products are as shown in this slide, naphtha, kerosene, gas oil. Gas oil is another name for diesel. The products are collected in trays and piped out for the next stage of processing. For example, the naphtha stream which you see coming out from the column can't be used directly. It is treated in a reformer to improve the cetane value, rather the octane value, and in a hydrotreater to reduce the sulfur content. The product is finally petrol, which meets Bharat 6 standards. I propose to discuss CDU erection in detail later in my presentation. Next. Refinery projects have seen extensive computer-assisted execution for almost 3 decades now. With the advent of AI, machine learning, NLP, etc., enormous scope for automation optimizing have opened up. I have chosen 4 areas, just 4 selected areas in a refinery project where AI may be of assistance. These are engineering processes, project planning, contract management, and one example of a CDU column erection. Next. Process engineering is the starting point of refinery design. AI can help optimize process engineering. Traditional process designs are software-based, and these softwares are developed by specialist engineering companies and often licensed. But these require manual inputs and involve time-consuming iterations to arrive at the optimum solution. AI can be trained to learn from data related to past projects and running plans and go through the optimization loops much faster. Next. How AI enables process design optimization. Machine learning is a feature of AI which is based on collection of historical operating data from refineries, refinery DCS records, distributed control system records, maintenance logs, etc., on variables like the crude composition, flow rate, product yield, energy consumption, etc., and work on the design optimization. Next slide. The machine learned relationships can be used by AI to train AI models and predict process outcomes. AI models can learn the relation between design and operating parameters and outputs and carry out sensitivity analysis to arrive at the most optimum sizing and optimum solution as far as process is concerned. Next. Based on the previous 2 slides, optimum solutions should be possible to be arrived at using AI in key areas of process engineering like energy management and emission reduction, heat exchanger network optimization, distillation column optimization. There are, of course, many other areas. I have not listed them. I have given 3 typical headlines. Next, follow. A very major area of refinery engineering is piping engineering. Traditionally, enormous man-hours are spent in making piping layouts, stress checking, support design, MTO, clash checking, etc. Intelligent design automation through AI can do rapid reiterations and arrive at the most optimal piping engineering solutions, saving huge man-hours. When I say AI can do, I mean it should be possible for AI to do. It is up to the AI expert to say whether actually it will be possible or not. Follow up next. as written in this slide, by using past data, AI can save time in piping design engineering in areas shown in the slide. Next. An important element of piping fabrication and erection, which is probably 40% of the construction effort in a refinery project. At site, the extent of prefabrication of piping spools that can be done at shop and the amount of position welding which has to be done, often at heights and inaccessible locations, is a critical issue. AI should be able to simulate erection sequence, maximize prefabrication, reduce position welding, and save time and resource. Document control is another area where AI can be of help. Next, follow. Primavera P6 is the most commonly used planning software in refinery projects all over the world. Primavera P6 is eminently suitable for extremely complex projects, having huge number of variables, very large extent of work, all interdependent. However, once prepared, the computer program needs regular manual inputs for updating and extraction of reports. AI can be effectively coupled with Primavera P6 to significantly enhance project execution efficiency. By doing predictive analysis, schedule optimization, risk management, these are some of the areas. Next. Again, AI can enhance performance of Primavera P6 through resource forecasting, automated progress tracking, and cash flow. Next. In contracts also, with the help of AI's feature of natural language processing, NLP as they call it, and AI's machine learning capabilities, AI should be able to do efficient, error-free RFQ preparation, bid evaluation, and identify areas of legal risks and project delays. Next. Again, in contract administration and claims management, AI can review relevant documents through its NLP capabilities and monitor contract compliance. With the help of past project data, AI tools should be able to accurately estimate costs and help in budget tracking as well. Next. I'll come to one site erection example where I think AI can be of assistance. To give an idea about the size of a typical large CDU column in a 10 million ton refinery, it would have a diameter of 6 to 8 meters and length of 40 to 60 meters. The shell is fabricated in sections, rolled from plates, submerged arc welded, and then fitted with internals. These sections, typically 6 to 10 meter in length, are then transported to the site and erected on the foundation vertically by crane, starting with the bottom section first. This is the normal erection sequence of a CDU column. Based on past project information fed to an AI system, AI should be able to suggest optimal sequence of column erection, assembly of various modules and erection of modules. AI should be able to analyze historical CDU erection data and help optimize labor and equipment erection. In the CDU area, apart from the column, there are a large number of flash vessels, reflux lines, heat exchangers, pumps, which form a jungle of piping and equipment all around the CDU column, stretching right from the bottom to the top of the vessel. Actually, the vessel can barely be seen. There are so many equipment and piping hanging onto it. Also, the CDU sits next to the fire heater, which in itself is a huge structure. The whole area invariably is very crowded and installation requires careful planning. Placement of the crane itself is a problem. AI-based simulation tools can plan heavy lifts and crane placement. AI should also be able to plan module assembly and prefabrication work to minimize work at higher levels. With this, I conclude my presentation. Thank you all for listening. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Mr. Indrajit Gupta, a very reputed person in finance sector. After graduation in electrical engineering, Mr. Gupta joined State Bank of India. He is ex-MD, SBI CAP and ex-DMD, SBI. And after that, ex-Peerless and ex-Jagaran. Mr. Indrajit Gupta, please.
I understand that there are a number of very worthy speakers today, and as such, I have no intention of infringing on their time and shall be brief as possible. Finance is a vital point of any project, but that I know that there are other vital parts as well. However, as my subject today is to approach the subject given to me, which is basically project management and role of AI in project management from a financial properties or perspective, I will endeavor to do so. Main reasons for which projects are held up for lack of finance, as everybody knows, are the following. 1. The financials are unsure of A. The implementations of the project in time. 2. The completions of the projects within the projected plan in a budget. 3. Implementation of the project within given compliance framework. And 4. Proper quality control. Of course, there are other points as such, but going into such detail is not necessary here. Any one or more of the factors which I have described can actually put the project at risk, and banks or financiers may find it as a risk which is unacceptable. So the banks are using all possible avenues to monitor the projects nowadays, especially the big ones. For small ones, of course, they have the use of lenders, engineers, and others. But for big projects, they employ various other methods so that the money is not at risk. To this end, the banks, I understand, are already using some AI tools in a rudimentary way. But I understand that very soon they will be graduating in using more and more sophisticated ways to check on the project. On the efficiency of the project, the possibility of the project being implemented in time with, without any cost overrun, and compliance parameters, as aforesaid, without, and most importantly, to monitor, to prevent the siphoning of funds, which is too frequent in our country. So there is no way left for the project implementers now but to take the help of AI in a big way so that they are one step ahead of the banks and fulfill the bank's needs. The main points on which they have to work are A. Data analytics tools, budgetary control to the minutest detail using risk management tools and the most sophisticated risk management tools at that, and a very good control of the time management at every step. Optimum use of all resources, man, machine, and finance, can best be monitored by AI tools. So, what can be done by the project managers are A. Using the grassroots expertise and mixing that with the proven expertise of senior project consultants and other experts. This is absolutely necessary and is a new approach where if it is done, there is a very good possibility of projects being implemented not only in time but in a innovative way. B. Constantly improving on the timeline of the project implementation through consultation with all concerned and all stakeholders. Even the most blue-collar employees can really be of service to the senior managers and given proper responsibility and most importantly proper incentives, they may do wonders. We have to keep an eye on risk management so that undue delay may not derail the project. Fourthly, always keep all the stakeholders in full confidence always, because ultimately if anything goes wrong they will come to know and they may distrust the managers of the project. It's better to avoid that at every stage. Further, the project cost has to be broken in time and time schedule to even up to the level of work distribution and responsibility of individuals to the minutest detail and can be monitored. I believe this is what the Japanese do all the time and we never do. We take an overall approach that has to be avoided. All these areas, and AI has a tremendous role and a better role than what can be done by human. So AI has to emerge as a major tool in all areas of project management, and I am sure that the project managers of tomorrow will definitely take help of AI in a very, very big way. Thank you.
Saroj, now Mr. Abhishek Mukherjee. Application of AI on welding technology. Can you hear me, Saroj?
Yes, you are audible
No,
to all
Saroj.
of us.
Mr. Abhishek Mukherjee.
Yeah.
Am I audible, sir? Sorry, my camera is not working.
Yeah, Mr. Abhishek Mukherjee.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. You can start.
Okay. So, as Professor Enarmondo said, suggested me, uh, I'm here. Thank you for the opportunity. I will talk about application of AI in project execution, specifically in industrial context. And as we are doing multiple work on welding technology, AI application that I will talk about. So the content of my presentation will be what is AI, till where to apply AI, and what are the limitation of AI, and what the future of AI we can see. And all these things I will explain on the context of industrial problem solving. So if you can see, AI is basically inspired from the uh, human brain. So human brain have several lobes like parietal lobe, temporal lobe, and then frontal lobe, and all these lobes are having different functionalities. So neuroscientists they have seen this working of the lobes, and then they have uh, converted this workings into AI, that is artificial intelligence, through different mathematics. So you can see processing, language, memory, reasoning, imagination, vision. These are the typical function of our brain. And from there, AI got inspired, and it is generally taking definite set of inputs, maybe audio, text, language, image, these things, and giving you some case specific output. And we are actually using AI to see whether the AI is able to learn what it what it should learn, and then we are comparing it to check the accuracy and all. And if it is less, then it is updating by itself. So AI, we can see that in some cases it is overshooting human cognition. You can see there is an example called AlphaGo. AlphaGo is a game where like it's a human-made game where AI has defeated human, but but AI cannot do multiprocessing. Means like human is dexterous in multiprocessing. You can think multiple things at one go, but AI cannot do that. So that's why human cognition is much more uh, efficient, I would say, than AI. AI is not in that position to replace this human cognition. Now, let's say in industrial context, if we want to apply AI, in which are the places we can apply it? Uh, Quality is a big concern. Like we have worked on quality of the welds, like where blowhole, porosity, wormhole, these kind of defects are coming. So we have used AI to detect those things, and I would say like it is 10 to 15 times faster than the human judgment. Like a human is checking the X-ray films of the world, and it is taking 5 to 10 minutes for a weld to check. But AI can check 15 to 20 words in a minute, and that is quite faster. Similarly, we can use it for predictive maintenance and then automated direction to workers, the path planning of the guided vehicles, and as mentioned by the previous speakers, like AI-based generative design and all this thing, you can apply AI. Uh, but the thing is, there are limitations of AI. AI is very data centric. Means if you want to train AI or machine learning or deep learning, you need lots of data. And suppose we want to implement in the industrial context, and we want to detect some anomalies or defect. And we know anomalies are and defects are not coming very quite often. So there will be a less data on the defect and more data on the generic happenings. So there will be a class imbalance. So AI will not learn very good. But you can see here, if we show a human that this is called dog, and we will show this image to human, so he or she can tell that, oh, it's here, it is a dog. But although we can show the AI lots of images of dogs, but then also it is not sure for AI to tell that whether it's a dog or not. So this is the main limitation of AI, data scarcity, which plays a pivotal role in industrial project execution, which we are also facing difficulties. Like we are not able to gather anomalous data from industries. That's why it is called artificial. Now, coming to the point, uh, interdisciplinary nature of the projects, you can see that in industries there will be many cases where many tasks where AI will be used. So for each task we need to develop one AI. But AI, a single AI cannot tackle all the tasks because the nature of the tasks are different. Nature of the data coming from sensors uh, uh, corresponding to each tasks are different. So there is a need of a unified AI which will understand the whole purpose of these all tasks and give a solution. So for that, and also like there, if there is a lack of real-time deployment, uncertainty, complexity means like AI models are very big in nature sometimes that we are not able to compute the decision of the AI in real time. So we have to overcome this challenge to maybe in future to apply AI efficiently in industrial context. So these are the challenges, and you can see because of this only, these challenges only, 36% of the companies are having fear of integrating AI in their companies. Integration of the AI means like suppose you are running a conveyor and you want to detect some object over the conveyor, and conveyors are very shiny. So if industry is suggested to color the conveyor in some contrastive color, they will not do it because they have to do it for overall plan. So you need to you need to do the change in industry to adapt the AI also to make the data suitable for AI. So these are some drawbacks which AI is facing at its implementation level in the industry. To make the AI more generic and unified, people are more into large language models and foundation models nowadays. That is the future of AI, you can say. You know, ChatGPT and all. These are all language models. Uh, so let me explain what is a language model, large language models, how it works. So it's a pipeline of foundation model. Foundation models is a generic AI model which is trained in large amount of data. It's a pre-trained model. Suppose you want to detect the text, so text detection foundation model means it can read any text, maybe text printed on tire, text printed on the bus stop. So in general, previously what happened, like we need to train different model for different cases, but foundation models are unified pre-trained models, and these foundation models are in general taken into consideration in a pipeline to create a language model. Like you are giving a prompt to the chat gpt, suppose write a python code to find a summation of first 100 prime numbers. So there will be a model which will understand that what actually this prompt means, and from there it will tell you another model, it will pass the thing, its understanding to another model which will tell you the pseudocode of the requirement, and from there another model will generate the python code from that pseudocode, and another model will return it as a text to the user as a structured output, so that why it is doing so and all. So in this way these language models are working. This is the current AI which people are very much using, and maybe it is coming in day to day use to the daily life. So you can see these are the many language models. So these are the language models people are using for different purposes, as told by previous speakers. So you can even generate the images by just our single prompt. That how, like how. So it's very fascinating. But as these are developed by big companies like Google, OpenAI, and all, so they are having big servers, big like data center, and they are storing many datas. But as I have told, if you want to do it in the local machine and local industries with a very less computational resource and data scarcity, then data data sources should not be advanced. Rather, AI should be advanced more to adapt these kind of things. So now I am coming to some of the developed things by us. So we are working under Center of Excellence in Advanced Manufacturing Technology, IIT Kharagpur. I am working with that, and this is the one solution we have provided to TCS, where we have developed a solution which will real time change the process parameter of the welding. That means you can see this welding. Initially, we have chosen a wrong process parameter which will producing a wrong weld, and AI itself is taking the decision. Okay, this is a bad weld. Now let me change the process parameter. So it is changing the process parameter by itself, and gradually the welding is getting good. So this is called real-time monitoring and control of the FSW, friction stir welding process. This is the solution we have developed for gardenist shipbuilders and engineers, where like we are detecting defects from weldings like porosity, blowhole, wormhole, these things I have told from industrial radiography, and it is giving you a human-like accuracy. This is another solution we have developed for RTCIs. RTCIs means research and development in iron and steel cell. So there we have developed a software which will tell you the real-time defects in the exhauster fans using vibration data. And lastly, we have developed another solution similar to radiography, but it is for ultrasound data. So from the ultrasound data, we are able to detect the flaws from the weldings, and it is 15 times faster than the manual inspection. This is patent is also granted. So these are the some of the industrial works we have done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abhishek. Thank you so much uh, for this insightful presentation and the wonderful work you're doing. Now we invite Mr. Nishit Mandal to deliver his speech.
Uh, yeah, nice to see
Yeah, Swaraj.
all these people.
Before he starts,
Yeah,
Yes, a
Nishit,
brief introduction of Dr.
yeah,
Mandal.
he's the chair
what did I?
professor of IIT Guwahati Technology Innovation Development Foundation under Technology Innovation Hub. He was the former professor and head Department of Ocean Engineering and Naval Architecture, IIT Kharagpur, India, for a long years. And we have worked together for last so many years in a lot of projects and seminars. Over to you, Nishit.
Thank you very much for your kind introduction. And I must tell you, all the participants, is the sheer drive of this gentleman, Mr. Amitabh Ghosh, that he is making one and after one and after these seminars, which are actually very relevant in the today's industrial scenario, very relevant. And now the latest one, as you can see, the thinking of application of AI. Personally, I do not know AI. I am only an end user of AI. The speaker just previous to me is a knowledgeable man of AI. I mean, who can implement this scheme of artificial intelligence? But we are here mainly people. We are the end user, and the very important thing of this seminar is what Mr. Ghosh has conceived, that to let us talk about what all things are coming in way of project management, like causing project delays, resulting into cost overrun, and so on and so forth. What are the areas which are causing it? Because, for example, Abhishek, just now, whom you have heard, he is a research scholar in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, IIT Kharagpur, and doing a really great job in the area of artificial intelligence. He has shown you some of the things of the work they are doing. But thing is, he doesn't know about project management. He doesn't know what comes in the way of project management. He doesn't know why a cost overrun takes place, and so on and so forth. So this is the integration or the marriage between the experienced and the non-experienced. Experienced from the point of view of the various issues of industrial projects, and non-experienced, by that I mean not experienced with those things, but they are knowledgeable in AI protocols. That means if they are given the right kind of input, then they'll be able to support, because AI, artificial intelligence, as the very name suggests, artificial intelligence. What does it mean? I mean, what is the intelligence, by the way? What is it? It is, as such, nothing but, I mean, if you see that it's the ability to learn, to understand, and to apply. It basically comprises that. So essentially, a cognitive intelligence. What we have seen that human difference between a human intelligence and artificial intelligence is artificial intelligence will lacks in cognitive uh, lacks in cognitive power, if I say so. To improve upon that cognitive power, we have to feed it with necessary information. Like, same thing, if a human being, a child born, right, and you segregate, so-called separate him from the traditional so-called societal environment, put him in a forest environment, his cognitive expertise, what he will develop, will be different from a normal child who is being brought up in the in our so-called our so-called in our environment, which we call normal. So what does it mean? Because that child is not being exposed to the things which we expect a normal child to learn. He is not getting that scope. So his cognitive development is in a different direction. But in artificial intelligence, if you don't allow it, give it enough data, what you may have observed, what Mr. Abhishek has mentioned, that we have faced that while doing this, implementing AI in evaluating the welded, what is that, for carrying out NDT of welded joints, all right? There are not many data of weld crack, because obviously in a shipyard, when the weldings are being done, they are being done by the expert hands, and very rarely you will find a defect of crack coming in, which is being captured in the while doing the testing of the welding radiographic testing. So the AI was become deficient to detect crack, but it was very good to detect lack of fusion, under deposition, and so on and so forth, which are rather common as defect in that scenario in the shipyard. So that is it. So thereby, what we are all talking about is it will help. It is a tool. It is basically a tool. Often people they think or tend to think that, well, we are implementing AI, so our job is done, everything AI will take care. No, if we think that way, it will be wrong. Because I was trying, you know, that day I was sitting in the, I mean, what level it has gone, language processing, and then Abhishek has nicely shown how step by step the AI module it is working, like in Chat GPT, how it works. I was sitting in the hospital just 2 days back for for some well for some reason there was ample waiting time for me. So I very casually thought, I wrote in the Chat GPT, uh, I wrote, please write a poem on hospital. Exactly this I wrote. Please write a poem on hospital. You won't believe. You try that in your mobile, in your device, right? It wrote a fantastic poem, starting from describing the hospital, I mean, a general hospital, which the AI it has, that beautiful walls, nice corridors, patients are sitting there, and some are kind of very morose looking, some are little jovial, and it's a poem, not a not not a prose. It's a verse. So nicely it wrote, and a long poem. My God, covered everything. That is AI. That is the power of AI. How it could do that? It has enough data on that line. Chat GPT has, as Abhishek was mentioning, this is, I think so, Google's Chat GPT. They have, of course, huge server, huge data. But in theory, we are implementing AI enabled well detection, well defect detection software. They have named it iWeld, I think so, uh, as I remember. So there, I cannot put this in the Google server. No, I have to use local server, because that is the thing. Our, I think so, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee only was talking about all the refinery issues, right? The huge pipeline and all those things. Similarly, in ships also we have. If you go in the engine room, huge jungle of equipment and pipeline and whatnot. So there also comes to help is a digital twin, right? So that from that the data can be extracted, the exact digital twin if you can create. So that data to be integrated with the AI protocol to see the routing of the pipe so that it comes properly, nothing comes in between, interference, check, and all that. But I cannot keep it in a Google server, so I'll have to have resource for that, because then the question of data security comes and many other things, right? So that is how what I see is that AI can definitely be of help, provided we can we can quantify our things in a properly. I can train the fellow, so called, like a engineer coming out of an engineering institution becomes a good engineer, provided he has been given a proper kind of environment where he acquires information, he develops his brain to process that information, and finally he can implement that information in the practical day-to-day life while in job on some project or whatever. Same thing, AI. If I want to use that artificially created intelligence, that is dependent on my intelligence. If it's like, if my teachers would have been not intelligent enough, I also may not have been, or whoever the student also may not have been that intelligent in that sense, in that particular field. He maybe he can use his intelligence in some other field. That's a different issue. So that is how. So AI is definitely will come in a big way and is already coming. some of you have already mentioned in the field of project management, execution, and its tracking of the project and everything involved while executing a project. So right from the design stage to the commissioning stage, right, at every stages of operation, artificial intelligence will be of great use, provided we have the right kind of data in the right format available with us, so that we can generate the proper and mind you, another aspect I realized, these, like writing a poem on hospital, that can be a very general kind of a AI software, wherein you also you can ask chat gpt that kindly write a poem on the sky. It will write. You say anything, it will write. But a project management for a refinery, right, checking the piping and all that, and a project management for a coal mine, or a project management for the steel industry, it will be independent, generally independent. The general protocol, the algorithm maybe have similar, but each component in the algorithm, it will be this organization or industry dependent. Like example, I'll give you the protocol that they have developed for GRSE, Government Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, for that so-called software, or the AI enabled software for checking of for analyzing the extra reports of the weldments. Same you cannot put for Mazagon Docks, neither for Cochin Shipyard. No, they are also doing the same job. No, because the data set here and the data set there will be different. AI based on this. So only thing is, I put this AI there. AI should be able to learn by itself. You have to again keep feeding with the new data, right? So that it improves upon its own database. That means that learning capability of AI. So anyway, so I'll not take more time. Frankly speaking, I'm not an expert of AI, as I said, but what I understand of AI, that's what I mentioned. But I do understand that it has a big scope, and we should be able to apply it, and we should understand that AI will remain under you, under us. Not that AI will sit on our head and we'll relax. No, if we start relaxing, then it will not work. So our job remains. The intelligence will have to impart on that scheme of artificial intelligence. Then only that will be effective. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mandal, for your insights. And I am sure this lot of challenges are there, and we have to be cautious where we apply AI, and where we cannot. It is very important to know the limitations.
Saroj
Yeah,
is the youngest member in the speakers,
Yeah.
and she is a lady. I think we should give her the opportunity now.
surely, sir, surely. So, Swati Mishra, ma'am, please present your.
Certainly, sir. Thank you. A good evening to all of you, and a very warm thank you to GBS Energy and Dr. Singh and Mr. Ghosh for inviting me here today to be among esteemed panel of speakers and attendees. And I did realize that I was the youngest and got some diversity here, so thank you for that. Hearing our other speakers talking about Gantt charts, PERT, which Mr. Srinivasan and Mr. Balraj talked about, critical path method, these are the traditional methods that have been for decades have been followed in project management, but the complexity, the scale and speed of projects is changing spiralingly in various sectors, with the energy grids to smart cities. And AI comes at a great time because it is more like a co-pilot to us, and that's what I'll emphasize on. more than anything else. Before I touch upon how this intelligent
Attendees for
co-pilot
today's
can help in
program
project
on
management, I'll
online
just touch upon
artificial
quickly a
intelligence.
few points which the other speakers talked about. So I think it was Mr. Um, Balraj who mentioned that he inputted some points in
Attendees for
ChatGPT
today's
and it took a
program on
reference of
online
the Supreme
artificial
Court, which later was found out that it
construction
is not
non-experience.
there
Data
anywhere in
can
the
be
Supreme Court
extracted, right? Learning capability
archives,
to
right?
impart
So this
on that
is
skill.
called as AI hallucination, as the term it is. So AI is trained in so much of data. Literally, the entire internet has been fed on it, and it's been in a funny way. It's been designed that don't say no to anyone. Just make something up and give it. And that's important. That whatever we take out of AI, of course, it's a technology that will help us with our work. It is like a second brain to us, but at the same time it's crucial that we don't uh, trust it 100%. We verify it, and we then look into other modes of links that are there. We verify whether it's a genuine information or not, and then take a decision accordingly. So yesterday was Raksha Bandhan, as most of us celebrated in India, right? So generally, I'm a younger sibling, right? So generally, growing up, I remember asking my elder brother for many things, which I didn't reach out to my parents because they were busy. So use AI just like that. How you would ask your elder sibling for something, use it similar to that. That okay, but ultimately it was your own sound judgment for decision making. Okay, so with that, I would like to touch upon three parts of a project management, which is the first part is generally the project planning and the schedule. Okay, so for the years, the project have been created with PERT, CPM, and other methodologies, right? What AI changes here is this technique called generative scheduling. Okay, so the AI algorithms can generate not one but hundreds of viable project plans into minutes. Okay, they analyze the constraints basis the past projects that have been completed, and it can be construction of a bridge, a building, any oil and gas project. What are the budget, what are the resources, how the deadlines will be, and run simulations to find most optimal path, a human path that we could not achieve in the past. So I think in the initial first few slides we saw that there are 35% of the projects gets delayed, right? And imagine if that delay can be potentially mitigated with the help of AI. So 1.5% of the GDP, we are sitting at a $4 trillion GDP, and it's a huge amount that 1.5% still comes on board. So if that is can be reduced exponentially in the years to come with help of AI. I'll just take a quick example. I'm from Mumbai, and Mumbai Trans Harbour Sea Link was a very complicated project which was done by L&T. It leveraged an advanced project management technique to simulate construction sequences, optimize the allocation of resources of thousands of activities which grows across, and created plans that could not just optimal but also resilient to the potential delays that could happen. All right. So this is powered by predictive analysis and machine learning tools. Tools like Alice Technologies or NPlan, they are trained on data from thousands of completed projects in the past. They look into your plan as well and tell you a startling degree of accuracy, the statistical probability of the finishing line that we are targeting. Okay, they also move from more of guesswork to data science. The second part is the risk management in the project. All right, AI makes it predictive and alive with the help of natural language processing, or commonly known as NLP. AI can scan thousands of unstructured data points that it collects from our daily progress reports, from the emails, from the meetings, from the site images, right? And imagine like a large thermal power project, right? An AI system can continuously scan all the project communication, detect the rising patterns, the words like supplier delays or material being non-competence on not up to the mark that can be used in the project, port congestion. These increasing frequencies by different site engineers, this can be detected by AI very easily. Okay, so before any project manager raises a red flag, the AI system will procure this on its own, allowing the project directors to intervene more practically, right? And the last point here I would talk about is the intelligent project monitoring and control, right? So AI can help us give eyes and ears on the project size 24 by 7. There are AI enabled CCTV cameras that are getting installed now, so that if anything goes wrong, it's easier than hundreds of people sitting and trying to identify what went wrong. AI can give us that particular information within minutes, in fact sometimes within seconds. All right, so NHAI, that is National Highways Authority of India, uh, they have used drone footage, uh, and they have fitted that into AI so that it can analyze from the images on the percentage of work completed, and measure the volume of the earth moved, and compare the as built status as the as planned status on the drawings. All right, this is a combination of IoT, that is drones and sensors, computer vision, digital twins, and there are platforms like Drone Deploy, Autodesk Construction Cloud, which use AI to process vital data. So, what it means for us is obviously the role of a project manager is evolving much more than before, and there's less time spent on manual tracking, data entry, and firefighting, and more time on strategic decision making and stakeholder management and leading the teams effectively. With that, I would also like to emphasize that I think initially one of the speakers talked about that human intelligence is superior than artificial intelligence, and I will definitely vouch for that. That no matter what you get from artificial intelligence tools that you're using, like ChatGPT just came up with their latest model, Model 5. And of course, it's great to use that, or Perplexity, like we saw in the video which Mr. Go showed. But it's also crucial that we use our human judgment, our experience into the picture, and take the best of AI and human intelligence and make the decision in all walks of life. Lastly, I train teams in on a non AI, like how to use it more effectively. So this is what I suggest all the business owners and the companies, that it's important to have AI policy in place so that your team members, the employees, they are aware that what are the do's and don'ts of using AI effectively. Because, for example, ChatGPT is an open source. Any information there goes for training the data model. We don't want confidential information of the company to go up there, right? So it's important that we are very mindful and we implement AI effectively, not with the fear of missing out, or FOMO as it is commonly called that, but use it strategically and as a enabling partner. All right. With that, I would like to thank again the GBS Energy and Mr. Singh. And thank you. Any questions? I'll happy to take them.
Thank you, Ms. Mishra, for your insights into your interaction with AI. And with this, I will present. Uh, I'll just share my presentation. So, there are three major segments how AI is applied. So one is data science, which deals mainly with statistical tools, where data is collected and then we use some statistical methods and then we get some insights. The second is machine learning. So when data is collected, the machine can itself learn on this data and it can predict and then give the insights. So there is a machine which is facilitating this data to insight within the data science. The third is artificial intelligence, which can take a decision or which can help human decision from that insight. So we can say machine learning is one step below AI and it is a subset of AI. We also have automation. So we use many of these terms. So we thought, let us get some basics on what machine learning is. So machine learning, the machine learn itself to detect patterns. So if you give it data, it will find out patterns. It can use an algorithm to tell you rights and wrongs, and it can learn from it. So if we go to the traditional approach, what we used to do, we used to collect data, we used to write a program. What Balraj Joshi sir was saying, we can write in Fortran or C, C++, and that can give you an output. So you automate the programming part. That is what coders were doing, software engineers were doing. And as you know, like in steel industry, we see that China built so much that it becomes saturated. Somehow that portion is getting saturated now because the machine has started learning. And that is where machine learning came. The program can be written by the machine itself, and it can also learn and then give you the output. So let's go to a little bit of basic. So everybody in the statistics or engineering field knows about curve fitting. So the basic thing we learn in school is x and y. If x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable, then you can draw a straight line or a curve and you can call it y equal to mx plus c. So we can do a curve fitting. So if you have number of points for x and y in the xy quadrant, then we can draw or fit a curve through statistical method. This is the simplest of thing we can do in Excel also. Now what we do in machine learning, we take that data set. By data set, we mean all the values of x and all the values of y, and divide this into 80-20. And we tell the machine that this is the different points of x and y in the 80% data. You fit a curve. So it fits a curve. And then we test it in the balance 20 and see how much of error is there between the curve that is generated in the train set and the 20% which we call the test set. And then it refines itself by reducing the errors. So there's an optimizing algorithm that runs behind. A related concept, regression. So regression can predict by fitting a curve by extrapolate. So let's say you want to tell the machine that I want to predict how many people in Titanic will live. So you can do a survival test. So the dependent here variable here will be a Boolean, 0 or 1. And you can do it with logistic regression. So you can give the independent variables like sex, class, age, fare of the passenger, name of the passenger, etc. So these all will be independent variable, and it will tell you it will survive on. It is as simple as that in how these programs work. Now there are two varieties. One is supervised, one is unsupervised. So if we say in Mahabharata that Arjun was supervised by Dronacharya, Ekalavya was the unsupervised. Okay, so here are the two major categories. And what is the difference? In the supervised or the Arjun category, we tell the program, these are the different labels. Like we said, the age, name, these are labeled data. And then we tell him, you target the survival, whether he will live or not live. And it will predict for me from the past data, learning from it, and then extrapolating. Now the Ekalavya, this labeling is not there. It does by itself. Now this is a little advanced, and that is why called unsupervised. These are the major two categories of machine learning. So in 1950s to 70s, there was something developed called neural networks in mathematics. And then in 1980s to 2010, we developed machine learning. And then comes deep learning, which uses these neural networks. So what are neural networks? It basically, if you take a polynomial y equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 a3, it's like a weighted number of different fundamentals. The neural networks do something like that, weight and then predict it. The difference is that it can predict its own decision. So one step ahead of machine learning. Now machine learning techniques we can tell are of many types. One, it can classify for you, categorize for you, cluster for you. It can also detect anomalies, as in the welding we saw. It can create visualizations. You can tell you in visual matters how, and then it can also give you some decision making. But this is mainly till machine learning. Now, what we talk about natural language processing, etc. The data here are semantics, and here it can give you sentiment analysis. For example, you can scrape the web And in Twitter, you can say how many people are happy, how many people are positive, negative, etc. It can also be used in talent acquisition. So I now work for a consulting firm called Rembarrier, and we were discussing how we can use data in increasing or improving our sales, how to select candidates based on AI tools, and how to see if AI can impact our leadership search. So, what could be the KPIs of these things so that we can, improve our? In fact, nowadays there are tools where you don't need an agency and the AI will do it itself. Some experience from my earlier company. This was in McNally, Bharat. So in 2021, we got tenders of around 11,000 crore from whole India. And then, we actually bagged 1,000 crore orders, and we had to complete all in 24 months. So there was more than 50,000 ton of steel to be fabricated and converted. And we thought, how is it possible? We will get LD in some. So we had debated on converting all our normal web section to hollow section and using a robot to cut and then weld and feed all the drawings to it, and it could have been done through automated projects through robotics. So this was a little bit lower than AI, but then in the robotic, and it could have been 5 projects with hollow sections done in 2 years. But however, they all got staggered and we went back to the normal web sections. It did not happen, but this can be one of the automated robotic examples of how we can improve project management through robotics and AI. Now, in another case, in our factories in McNally, Bharat, and in sites we were having deficiency of labor, skilled labor for welding. So this company called Kempi came and he told us that the skill of the welder, for example, 6G, 5G, 4G, a 2G welder can do that over 3G. How? By giving an AI program where the weld quality comes every time better, even with less efficiency of the welder. So this is one big area where the AI is actually working. Now we actually implemented one machine-driven algorithm called random forest in detecting risk. So high, low, medium risk were categorized by this random forest when we fed the pre-bid conditions to the system or the ERP. Another area where AI is really doing very well is Alice. It's a software developed by Stanford University's graduates, and what it does, if you feed it the 3D model, it will give you different scenarios how to use your resources optimally. So, for example, you have decided in your Primavera, which runs to more than 1,000 lines, that I need 3 cranes in this date to do so much of structure, and that day you just have 2 cranes. So, how you can optimize and maneuver. So, this is done manually at site, adjusting to conditions, and plan is not getting updated. But here it can be done by the AI-driven software itself. In power plant engineer, when I joined, we actually used a method. This was an offer from PwC. So what you can do, you can put CC cameras and generate a dashboard which shows how much productivity and how much progress it is going to be done. Along with this, we can use drones to monitor and generate reports. And we actually did something like that. And this is one given by Ernst & Young. This offer was from Ernst & Young. And they called it a project control tower, where all the feeds from the site will come. And then you can get the updated real-time status on the dashboard. So the drones, the CCTVs, and other kind of things integrated into an ERP or a dashboard gives you the project detail. So this is what the dashboard would like, and with minimal error. So that's all from the what applications I saw. Now I would like to show you a video what we had done in our site, and I think that is a drone generated monitoring that also happened with this. And I think this can give you an example of what can be done to
Hello. It's out of connection.
Rose, we can't see the
Saroj.
video. You can see it there. Yeah.
Oh, you can't see it, is it?
No.
Okay, let me share again.
We can't see the screen. Yeah.
We can
Oh,
see the
I
screen.
think it got unshared. I think now you can see.
Please start again. Yeah, yeah, it is now coming.
I'll
Yeah.
start again. So this was
Yeah.
done entirely through drone, and then
Yeah,
the
now you
report
can
was
see.
Yeah.
Now you can
itself.
see. Now you can
Now
see.
you can see.
No voice is coming. No audio. Saroj,
Yes, sir.
you go to the next.
Yeah, so that's it. That is all from
Okay.
the presentation
Okay.
from my side.
Okay. So now we may request Mr. Amol Sengupta to speak. Amol, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir, we can see, hear you.
Yeah. Mr. Amol Sengupta has worked with me for long years in steel pen modernization. And he was the man, together with him, we did a lot of crash program. Amol, please go ahead.
Good evening to all. I think artificial intelligence application in project management and execution may be a future solution of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Artificial intelligence policy can be transformed project management and expectation by enhancing productivity, performance, efficiency, and the best decision making. The realistic planning for the project depends on quality control and cost reduction. For defining the specific proper step, it need to create a realistic project plan. This methodology is continuous. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Continual
Yes, sir. Please
improvement
continue.
system. Yes, okay. This methodology is continual improvement system developed on past lesson learned. I am highlighting in my area, that is specifically material handling projects in all the core sector, power plant, steel plant, cement, port, and mining. All these projects can indeed be executed with the help of artificial intelligence. The main possibilities and challenges, including application worldwide for the projects and the difference between the project management by human and the AI with the potential improvement, including strength and weakness, are briefly elaborated in my presentation notes. So the improvement with AI is enhanced decision making, increase efficiency, improve risk management, and data-driven insights. The benefits of reality with the use of AI is hybrid approach. By combining both human and AI strength, human can focus on strategic decision making, stakeholders management, and creative problem solving, while AI handle the data analysis, predictive modeling, and automation. By predictive analysis and risk management, identify potential delay and optimize scheduling. AI-driven risk management can analyze historical data and current trends to mitigate all the risks. So, so that the improved outcome, increase efficiency, and also enhance decision making can be achieved by the full potential of AI in hybrid approach. Now I am giving some present hot issues on impact of AI. First is India can take good action with AI to protect its border. Recently, India has found 22 tunnels reaching from Pakistan to India. Yes, it is certain India can do definitely, but has not done so far, and the reasons best to know to all in respect of such infiltration. Secondly, AI can do nearly everything as already provided and proved, especially in the IT industries where fresh hires can expect to do. Recently, India's IT dream employees TCS received a IT dreams employees of in TCS received a wake up call in age of AI. It will be laying off 12,000 employees, amounting 2% of its global workforce, has expectedly started causing significant tension and panic about the impact of AI in India labor market. Though TCS said the layoffs are because of skill mismatch and not for the replacement of AI. However, it is unlikely to put down the growing inconveniences within the country. So the auxiliary, so the anxieties around the TCS layoff should be seen in a larger context in structural within the Indian economy. In summary, AI is transforming in engineering and project execution by all the new possibilities for resolving any complex problem, improving efficiencies, reducing costs, and enhancing infrastructural facilities across the globe. It is always takes less time to right the wrong than to find out why things went wrong. After finding out a reason, the wrong is required to be made right. Then all the corrective measures are to be taken up immediately for maintaining the uninterrupted work in progress while executing the project with or without AI. Therefore, AI will be the main future trend to achieve best performance without mistakes in all the fields of human life and social welfare activities. for the new world, even though it has both positive and negative impacts in the society, on which already there are huge event drive on fear and threat for implementation of proposed care. Thank you.
Thank you, Amal sir. Thank you very much. Now our next speaker is Mr.
Somnath. Somnath Bhattacharya.
Somnath. Yeah.
My lifetime project, Durgapur Steel Plant Modernization. I am Somnath Bhattacharya, and I am honored to share my experience on the Durgapur Steel Plant Modernization projects, especially the raw material handling complex RMHC package. This project was a lifetime opportunity for me, and I am proud to have been part of it. Project overview. Durgapur Steel Plant Modernization Project consisted of four important packages: blast furnace, sinter plant, basic oxygen plant, and raw material handling plant complex, that is RMHC. RMHC package was a massive project that involved 150,000 meter cube of concrete, 35,000 tons of structural steel, 30,000 tons of equipment including two wagon tipplers, 212 conveyors and imported crushers and screens, and 13 stockyard machines with high levels of automation. The project was executed by a consortium of companies including Krupp Germany, leader of the consortium, and Birla Technical Services, complete project management, design engineering, supply of all indigenous equipment, balance of yard machines, and all electricals. Hindustan Steelwork Limited, civil and structural construction. Dotsal, mechanical and electrical erection and commissioning, initially but later backed out, and Birla Technical Services took over the responsibility. Other notable companies I worked with during my career include Braithwaite, Macon, Simon Crops, Nico Projects, and Mott MacDonald Oil and Gas Division UK. My role, I was the 13th member of the project team in BTS and played a key role in planning and initiating engineering activities. My main function was to coordinate with the group team in developing basic engineering, challenges and solutions. One of the biggest challenges we faced was meeting the client's aggressive completion deadline. To achieve this, we had to crash our activities and work tirelessly to complete the project on time. Our team worked closely with the German experts, and together we developed a new methodology that helped us overcome technical issues and complete the project successfully. Daily planning meetings. We held daily meetings at site to plan and review our activities. Micro level planning. We developed detailed plans to ensure that every activity was executed smoothly. Teamwork. Our team worked closely with the German experts, and together we overcame technical issues and completed the project successfully. Key to success. The key of our success was the seamless teamwork between the design, execution, and leadership teams. Our leader, Mr. Amitabh Ghosh, played a crucial role in supporting our efforts and ensuring that we had the resources we needed to complete the project. Synergy. The project showcased the power of synergy between design, execution, and leadership teams, knowledge sharing, and we shared knowledge and expertise with the German experts, which helped us overcome technical issues. Innovative problem solving. We developed new methodologies to overcome technical issues and complete the project successfully. crashing the project. One of the notable achievements of the project was crashing the activities to achieve a super optimistic completion date requested by the client. We worked tirelessly to complete the project and our efforts paid off when the chairman of SAIL inaugurated the plant on the scheduled date. New methodology. We developed a new methodology to crash the activities and complete the project on time. Teamwork. Our team worked closely together to overcome technical issues and to complete the project successfully. Lessons learned. This project taught me the importance of teamwork, knowledge sharing, and innovative problem solving. I realized that with the right approach and mindset, even the most complex projects can be executed successfully. Importance of planning. The project highlighted the importance of detailed planning and scheduling. Value of teamwork. The project showcased the value of teamwork and collaboration in achieving project goals. Future project execution. As I look to the future, I believe that AI, intelligence can play a significant role in enhancing project execution by leveraging AI powered planning, scheduling, and monitoring. We can minimize delays and cost overruns. AI can also help us develop a no delay culture by providing real time insights and predictive analytics. AI powered planning. AI can help us develop detailed plans and schedules to ensure that projects are executed smoothly. Real time monitoring. AI can provide real time insights and monitoring to help us identify potential issues and take corrective actions. Predictive analytics. AI can help us predict potential delays and cost overruns, enabling us to take the proactive measures to mitigate them. Conclusion. Durgapur Steel Plant Modernization project was a lifetime experience for me. I am proud to have been part of it. The project's success was a testament to the power of teamwork, knowledge sharing, and innovative problem solving. I am saying thanks with great hope to observe no delay, no cost overrun culture in the project execution in future. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mr. Banerjee, for your pre-recorded video. Now we request Mr. PK Banerjee to deliver his lecture.
I believe I am PK Banerjee, Prithvish Kumar Banerjee. Thank you, Amitabh Uday.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much to be present here. And I was hearing so much on this. Yes, I'm also a part of this BTS team under Amitabh Ghosh. My colleague Omol is here. Somnatha was there to speak about. Yes, we have achieved our lifetime experience there. I had the opportunity to work along with this such industrial construction execution team, as well as I being a civil and structural engineer primarily, so I had the experience for townships, making smart buildings. Then also at the end for last 20 years, I was working for the building projects with the Forum Group as an executive director. So in all sphere, I found that project delay, and I understand, I fully appreciate that everybody is talking of the delay, and delay attributes to the cost overrun, and this time overrun, cost overrun put together makes a big value, as already enumerated in the inaugural speech of Amitabh Buddha. So the delay occurs also, the reasons also have been enumerated. I only repeat on that. There's no question of repetition, but just I want to mention that, as Somrat has told, that teamwork and human plays a very vital role in project management. These are all we are talking of this AI, then Primavera, then other tools, starting from Part Network. Yes, we have developed ourselves. We have developed and we are doing it. But one thing more is required for the successful project management is the human handling. And human resource is the main resource still yet. Swati has told a very nice word that we are to be in the seat of pilot and AI can be a co-pilot. That we have to remember. That can be served and we have to use the co-pilot. Not that we should not take a chance that, okay, let the plane be on the hand of co-pilot only without any pilot. That cannot happen. That may lead to a disaster. So as I understood. Now, say for the two reasons of delay, one is that starts from the very concept that a viable project conceptualization. So most of the project gets delayed because the project itself has not been considered in terms of its viability in different, say, land issues, water issues, power issues, putting all together. Rather, it was driven with the political issues. Thereby, our also project has a big kind of overrun, delays, cost overrun, everything has happened. But ultimately, end of the day, the blame comes on to that project execution delays or project implementation delays. Right, project implementation. Okay, let us concentrate on what we are responsible, the technocrats. As a project implementation, it starts from the design. I find in design engineering, we are all having very good brains, very good designers with us, and very good design team and design team network. But design coordination amongst the discipline plays a very vital role. So, and that causes so many times a delay in the design process. Even today, I find, even in the building sectors, that at the very beginning, all consultants putting together, they cannot give a correct number of drawings required for this entire project. And if we don't have the number of drawings, we can have it where I think that AI can help us. AI can help us. That is my main intention to say. So, number of drawings and a systematic approach. What is with the systematic approach? At what time it can be produced? With due coordination amongst the disciplines. So this disciplined way of issuing the drawing can reduce a lot of time loss. Today we have issuing, is a term, even in Durgapur Steel Plant, we are not using this term, RFIs. Any drawing goes to the site, then RFIs are being issued for question and answers. It goes to the design office, come back, goes to management, comes back, to and fro it is happening. So every month there is in the MIS and everywhere a big paragraph is there. RFIs, number of RFIs issued, number of RFIs resolved, who is responsible for that, and this that. So we must try to reduce the requirement of so many of RFIs. Then next comes to the design changes. Due to any reasons, sometimes for the betterment of the project, but it takes so much of time, then it calls for redoing the project, redoing a part of job which has not been assessed during the time. So assessment of time which has already been predicted, already been told somewhere. So these are the few areas where if AI can play some good role. Now I come to this, now that when execution part comes, this is basically three parts we play with. One is a man, material, and money. So man management, again, AI needs to work. I have worked with CHIOPS also. CHIOPS is a package which gives is a financial package, but it creates a good degree of feedback regarding the efficiency levels of the workers or the group of team or the team. So again, these are all reporting kind of systems. Now, while the efficiency level has to be on the particular area based, a group of Orissa, their productivity and a group of Murshidabad productivity, a group of Mumbai productivity, they're all different. And the place of working. Once you are working in a sea, or whether you are working in a very high level, at a very high altitude, or you are working down below the ground, this all plays a very vital role. So enough data is required, not only on the efficiency calculations should come on the region based, where it is working, which workers are working, what are their living condition. Until unless physical touch is available, only if I sit inside my room and try to monitor with drone and all these packages, output will not come. You can suspend, you can take corrective action. As a corrective action, what you can do? You can suspend so many people, you can throw out so many people from the organization, you can reduce their pay, you can give some incentives like that. Not only incentives do not give, but a human touch is required at every sphere of construction and execution. So these are the few points I tried to mention. I hope we need a help of AI, and AI can come up to help us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Banerjee, for your
Manoj,
wonderful insights. Yes, sir.
now we will have a small speech from Mr. Pritish Kumar Sen, ex Tata Steel, ex Instack, and Director Steel Tech. Thereafter, we will go for interactive session. Over to Mr. Pritish Kumar Sen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ghosh, for inviting me in this online seminar and to share my thoughts very briefly. A very good evening to you all. At the outset, let me congratulate once again Mr. Ghosh and the team for organizing yet another webinar on this important topic of application of artificial intelligence in project management and execution, which is not only important, but I haven't attended any such seminars or webinars, and probably as per my knowledge goes, it is one of the first of its kind, and it showed the path really. They have been organizing seminars and webinars since 2019, and I have been attending them, and this is the 14th in the series. As explained by Mr. Ghosh, I attended his physical seminar in 2019. Then he thought of having online seminars or webinars because of many reasons, which I may say later. Then he organized in 2020 one webinar. Again in 21 they increased it to 3, if I recall right, and 22 he had 1, in 23 he increased it to 4, and 24 he had 1, and in 25 including this it is 3rd, and this is the 14th is the series. And for this seminar I must say there were really excellent presentations, lots of knowledge sharing and gathering, and I learned a lot. I have worked in Vauxhall Car project at the beginning of my professional career after my graduation in mechanical engineering, and I could relate very well during the deliberations of the experts who spoke and presented today. The concept was really explained, the concept of AI was really explained very well by Pallav and Swati as well. The youngsters, AI is like training a junior engineer who gets trained very fast, remembers everything you taught, and he is always available 24/7. Okay, this is a very simple and good concept. The presentation given by Mr. Mukherjee, the research scholar of IIT Kharagpur, on industrial problem solving with live examples are really great. Of course, the presentation deliberations by experts like Mr. Balraj Joshi, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, Mr. Singh, and in that matter all other speakers were really of excellent quality. If I recall, there were probably 16 speakers, and they were done quite effectively under the guidance of Mr. Ghosh in such a limited 3 hours of time. Here I may add, we need to accept the technological development as it comes and take the best out of it for improving the efficiency, whether it is a project or for increasing productivity, reducing wastages, etc., etc. Today people consult AI for the legal issues, doctors refer, AI or patients refer for their treatment and getting prescriptions, and the application of AI will increase further, and I'm sure new application and use will evolve further. Having said that, I'd further like to mention that I agree with Professor Nishit Ranjan Mondal, and I salute the energy, enthusiasm, and dedication of Mr. Amitav Ghosh and his entire team who are helping him for making the webinars. And it is also very nicely conducted by Saroj as an anchor with guidance from Mr. Ghosh. These webinars, as I mentioned earlier, he is now preferring to have webinars rather than physical seminars because they are easy to organize compared to physical seminars, less expensive, but yes, yet it is quite effective. And at the end, I may say, now I am waiting for the next announcement from Mr. Ghosh for the 15th one, and I wish him and his team all the very best. Thank you for your time. Once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Now, I think we can have interactive session. And
Sure, sir.
in interactive session, I want to request Mr. Pritish Kumar Sen, Mr. Devobroto De, and Mr. Anirban Datta, specifically three, and all others, all attendees, to start interactive session on whatever we have discussed. Do you agree?
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. So, Mr. Sen, Pritish, can you hear? Mr. Sen is here, Pritish Sen. Hello.
He,
Devobroto
Yeah,
De is
Pritish
here.
sir is here.
Can you respond?
I'm here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm here.
So you start the interactive session, and with Mr. De, Anirban Datta, you interactive session. What is the way forward? We have listened to so many lectures on project and AI.
Excellent.
So no, but I am an old man. So many lectures registered in mind in such a short time. You know,
Yes, I can say
my
few words.
only way is how to take it forward.
Sir, I can say few words. Actually,
Yeah, please.
I have little knowledge about this AI. People are talking loud and loud. It is becoming louder. But I don't have any knowledge. But I can say only thing we have done. We in Power Development Corporation done so many projects from 1995 to
Mr. Devobroto
2011.
De was the executive director for West Bengal Power Development Corporation, and he has done few big size power plant, thermal power plant, Bokreshwar,
Yes. Actually,
Sagardigi, and others.
Actually, we are proud that in say 1999, 1999, and there was no AI, but we could synchronize the first unit of Bokreshwar 39 days ahead of schedule. No AI, but we could we could done it 39.
But Devo, we did DSP modulation work. There was no mobile also.
No, there was a few gadgets like Primavera, then MS Project, something like that, and we can recollect at that time how it was done. Actually, and there are a lot of activities, and the most important activity is the turbine, that following the critical path meter (CPM). And in the project we have seen for a particular activity, there was something like that: early start, early finish, late start, late finish, something like that. And right now, yes, I must say one thing is very important. Human is not controlled by AI, but AI is controlled by human. That is the main fallacy. Actually,
The most,
everything.
Devo, I'll just interject. The most important thing in project or anything was follow up. India is a follow-up
Yes,
country.
definitely. Definitely,
So
that we call PRM, that we call PRM, or that is sometimes it was initially it was quarterly, then it has come down to monthly, then it has come down to weekly. That is a progress review meeting, and that is the actually the key point for actually implementing a project ahead of schedule.
yes.
Okay, sir. This
May
is
I
No,
my
thank you.
short.
may I say
It is,
something?
yeah.
Very good evening to you all. So today's after going through today's entire deliberation, I had a feeling that there was an era of where Ghosda excelled with his team, that is the modernization of Durgapur, and now this is an era of AI. But there has been considerable development in the project engineering and project management in between period, in between of these two phases. Those practically there has been a gap. What I felt that after going through today's deliberation, because even after we just for a time being we set the AI in a little bit far away, the project management as far as the EPC project managements for power plants or refinery or steel plants, that has experienced the advent of 3D modeling, one important tool. Because when at the time of your Durgapur modernization or all the thermal power projects which Devuda has executed, that time even drawings were being drawn on the drawing board manually. So the AutoCAD, which we have seen, which revolutionized practically the engineering drawings and made the drawings to some extent preparation of drawing in a faster way, that has also been become obsolete, and that is also years back. For the last 20 years, all the major EPC projects, the engineering and integrated project management has been done in 3D platform, numerous 3D platforms, and the project schedule, whether it be in Primavera or MS project, that has been integrated with those 3D models for carrying out 4D and 5D simulation. What is 4D? That is 3D model plus the time execution, and that has given a real time simulation, that is the baseline schedule vis-a-vis the actual construction progress. And then came the 5D, that 3D model plus cost plus time plus cost, and that has helped immensely to properly plan the inventory, proper indentation and total GIT. Now while we are talking about AI, many of the areas which has been today which have been discussed, those have already been taken care of this various software platforms, like whether it be PDMS or PDS or E3D or Smart Plant 3D or different BIM softwares like Revit, because those all have the capability, not today, but those are inbuilt, those have been integrated for last 15 to 20 years. Now let us come to how AI, because yesterday only I was delivering a lecture on exactly on this topic, that in future what is the next step ahead. That Saroj was showing some beautiful drone pictures captured over the Amul Cocoven plant. Now, one thing I missed today, I have not seen anybody's deliberation. That is the digital twin, which is a very important part that will be for any asset management, any plant, that to carry out any modification, any even operation and maintenance simulation by capturing the image of the plant in a laser scanner, putting into the point cloud. Images will be millions of image, billions of image, and to prepare that digital twin of the entire asset, where it will be fully intelligent. See, our this 3D and 4D, 5D, those are having or those had that intelligent. But to what extent that can be called artificial, that is still a question. That is a question. And Miss Swati Mishra, very importantly, and Miss Swati Mishra and Mr. Abhishek Mukherjee, they have mentioned that the main focus, that AI, the main characteristics is it is very much data centric, because in our existing mode of project management, we dealt with how many data points? Say 50 data points, 100 data points, 1,000 data points. But when it comes to AI, it will go to the extent of millions of data points, billions of data points. That can only give the proper accuracy. Now, project management through AI, that is basically predictive AI. So to leverage, now different companies, different startups are coming with solution, AI based tender evaluation. Just few days back, one startup visited me to demonstrate their capability, what solution they have developed for tender evaluation. Now, my question is, when this type of things are coming into picture, there lies the question of cyber security, because any tendering process, that is a confidential and classified process. So, as many of the speakers were mentioning, particularly Swati Mishra has mentioned that this most of the AI platforms, free AI tools which we use, those are open source. So this data security will be a tremendous challenge in this regard. So that will
So
be.
in this, Anirganda, I just want to add there that the drone picture that you saw, that actually developed this digital twin, and it used to give the reports based on how much concreting, etc. All that was done by a startup called Yellow Sky. We had
Okay.
taken their help.
Yeah,
But the problem is that of culture. So this 3D beam, 4D beam, I have been trying to push it into the organizations that I work, and they don't accept. The designers don't accept,
that
because
is.
we do everything parallelly. And second, the sections in the market which are available, matching them with all this, and so there, that is why this adoption is not happening. That is a big problem in India.
Yes, Soroj,
No, actually, one
agree.
point I just want to tell
Yes,
that
sir.
I had the opportunity to do some mega projects in steel sector and also hydro sector. I have seen one thing: the human factor, the selection of the leader, very very important. A wrong leader can maybe will not be able to finish the race. Leave aside winning. A wrong leader, wrong selection of the leader. Similarly, wrong selection of the source. You have selected a source right or wrong, but later on it was found to be not right. You have to change it. I have done so many things changing, and that gave me success. And most important thing I am telling you, you see, today, whatever we say, the strength of the project execution is the people who are actually doing, as we call it, Jogare Party. Jogare Party are the strength of India, whatever you say. And you know their condition. And people, if you take their help and keep them in good humor, you can get lot of things. Like, something is done by 10 days. If I tell them that can you make it in 9 days, they will do. But how they are doing, I do not know. They know. And this is the way we have done. And last important thing I am telling you, which I have seen, we have done, and the Japanese also done, that initially the project is in the office doing design and all. Then this design and project people shift to site. Same team. Then you need less people, less problem. No, you see, there is a saying that if all the departments would have done correctly, then a good project manager is not required. What is the function of a project manager? They are not doing engineering. They are not doing fabrication. They are not doing erection and commissioning. But the project manager is bridging all these activities.
Absolutely
Because
correct, Ghosh. Absolutely correct.
I see, even today, I mean, what I'm telling, what I'm looking for AI, I must tell you that you have seen all the big meetings, as Debu was telling, monthly meetings. And what happens is a blame game or delay analysis and tremendous firing to the people who have rightly or wrongly not come up to the level. And there are few people who are giving this data to the top. You see, what I want that these data should be AI generated data, and the same data should be available from chairman to chairperson. There is no difference. Some data we give for the minister, some data we give for the secretary, some for us. We know it will not happen, but we are hypocrites. We say it will happen. So these things we have learned from the management debate, Mitsubishi. They have shown us how to do a project purely upon storage before time and within budget. But it was done when the then Chief Minister, Mr. Buddhadev Bhattacharya, came to open. He said, I did not know in my state 900 megawatt is generated. So silently they are doing. I'm telling you, these are the things people have to know.
Now coming back to the Saroj's
Because
concern, point of
you have
concern.
all the data. You see, data will increase and increase and increase. But only data, can it help for project management? I don't think so.
Now I am telling you that
I have a point. I have a point to what Anirban was saying. Actually,
just one thing.
3D modeling in refinery engineering in India, PDMS came to our company in 1995. It is a good 30 years ago. And PDMS, then PDS was also there, and all modeling was done in 3D. Entire piping layout, clash check, this, that. The client would invariably, clients like the oil companies would invariably also ask at the end of it, along with the 3D model, give me a walkthrough facility so that I can virtually walk through. Now, these are, I'm talking about 2005. It has been there.
Right.
And of course, what used to be Primavera was taken over by Oracle, became Primavera P6. It used to be Primavera Project Planner. Then it became Primavera. And that is a very big, elaborate planning tool. So what I'm saying is, in spite of having all this, Amitabh is right. It is the individuals in the project team who finally make the difference. With all these tools also, projects, the performance of the project can vary drastically. And I'll bring in another factor in my experience in working life, is that the client has a major role. Clients who take a proactive interest in the project can push projects and make a huge difference. That is also there, because some clients are under the impression that the consultant, we have given it to a consultant, good consultant, there are good engineering, there are good contractors, and automatically ho jayega. ठीक है, it is a fact that it gets done, but there are proactive clients who keep reviewing, who pull up the consultant as required, pull up the contractor as required, also help in the site, to get clearances, interact with the ministry, interact with the local authorities, who make a lot of difference. So those factors all remain, the individual project team, their capabilities, the client's involvement, and over and above that, of course, now AI has come in. We know all these possibilities are there, but we, of course, will not have the privilege of handling these in our life, but surely the next generation will do. Thank you.
No, actually,
Sir,
what
here,
I
I
must say,
Amitav sir was mentioning is very critical. What Pranav sir, you also said, transparency of data in the entire project team. That is somewhere AI can facilitate.
That's right. That's right. Probably AI can bring it to the surface so that some people give half truths and this kind of old-fashioned behavior will stop.
Now I am putting the other face of the coin, because as any suppression of information or any tweaking of information, that also comes with some sort of intelligence, because you all must admit that any unscrupulous activity or any manipulative activity, that also involves intelligence. So finally, what Ghosda and Pranabda both have mentioned, that it is absolutely correct. It is the human being. What AI will do, what we will be prompting. Main part of the AI is how to prompt, to what accuracy the prompting is done. Now, at this point of AI, particularly for this core engineering nascent stage, that really it is hardly 5% or 7%. Also, we have not seen the what it can be. Now, question is ultimately it will be run by any AI driven system that will be run by human beings only. So this transparency of information, that is also dependent. It will be also it will entirely it will depend created personnel, that to what extent it will be
Okay.
divulged, to what extent it will be not.
Yes, AI and
Okay.
Anirban, the question
artificial
is
intelligence
whether
is
if you
new.
put it under AI and it gets more or less automated, then concealing information may become difficult.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that is
Yes.
the
Yes.
only hope
Yes.
I have.
Yes.
That to reach that extent, it is required lot of steps to be crossed. Now I am at the concern which is Saroj has read, that is a global concern, that why the requirement of this 5D that came, because when when the drawings were developed in AutoCAD, at that point of time engineers and the draftsmen, they were having a pretty good conception of the view. Now gradually it has been seen that conception, that view concept, that has gradually diminished, because a 3D on a 3D it is much easier to see everything. But the question is, the same people who accustomed with working on drawing board, or they were very reluctant to change, they were reluctant to learn something new. Now coming back to, yes,
Anirban, just and you see, giving a lecture on AI is one thing, and being the head of the project on either side of the team is another thing.
yes,
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is one thing. That this is to be done, this is to be done, this is to be done, I can list out. But why it is not done, when you are at the top of the project team, big talk, then you will understand.
right,
I see
Anirban,
this is quite
Anirban,
different. This ground reality is sometimes not the same. See, when the project
Anirban is on the
manager,
other side.
huh?
Hey, I have a question. What are the abuses of AI and how it can be intercepted instantly?
কিছুক্ষণ বাকি আছে যাচ্ছি I think let's hear
Sir,
Yeah,
one of
Mr.
the things that Dr. Mandal had informed about the prohibitive cost. That is a big hurdle in adopting, like this Alice
What are
software
the
that I showed. That was 1 crore
AI
license fee.
and how it can be intercepted instantly? Instantly, I mean to say instantly, not say 3 days or 7 days or something like that. Instantly. And actually, I just have read one article today. Some cinema, it was, you can say, what they have narrated, some South Indian cinema. It was not, what do you call, mm, not a, the actually the main
The AI
hero
changed
died.
the climax. The AI changed the climax.
Hero died, but and the cinema actually came to the actually in the cinema halls, and it has gone also. But today the new producer, they have actually, by using the AI, they have managed to change the drama, and without taking any consent from the director. Without taking any consent from the director, they have changed the drama, and again it has come in the cinemas. This has
I think
come in the article today or maybe yesterday.
now see, this
let's
is
hear from
in the side of
Anirban. I think
generative
he
AI.
hasn't finished his point. Let's hear from Mr. Anirban because he hasn't finished his point. Right.
Because what Debuda is saying, that is mainly focused on the generative AI, because generative AI can generate picture, it can draw picture, it can create, it can write song, even it can give the music, it can add that music to the song also. So it can as well, it can generate movies as well. So if you can feed with the extent of information, extent of data, it can generate. But as far as the engineering EPC project management is concerned,
I think
that involves
Mr.
major
Joshi want to
factor. What
intervene.
was the
Mr. Joshi.
There are instances of creative AI
No,
also.
just 1 minute.
Again, I read
Devo,
creative AI.
just 1 minute. I think Mr. Balraj Joshi want to intervene.
No. I was just only saying that let us hear Mr. Anirban
I'm talking
completely.
about creative
He
AI.
hasn't finished his
Creative AI.
point. So
Anirban will not finish. If you don't ask me, he can continue.
no, he hasn't made
For
his
1
point
more
fully.
hour. He
I
has the
get to catch
capacity.
his point.
The
And
rare
that's why I
capacity.
requested.
That is why I called him.
now just to conclude,
Ah,
just to
if
conclude
you
this
want to
point,
continue with something, Anirban is the man.
Maybe
He will
only
not
1
stop.
minute.
Talking about
Kindly
the
give him
creative
a
AI.
just to conclude on this point, what Mr. Joshi is saying, this predictive AI, it is entirely dependent on the data points. That is, the millions and billions of data points will be required. As Mr. Pranab Mukherjee was referring few areas like pipe stress analysis is a very critical area. Now, this pipe stress analysis for critical piping of refinery or power plant, is AI capable to do the pipe stress analysis? Right at this point of time, answer is big no, because I delve into this area particularly because pipe stress analysis is my specialization. So what it can do, it
No,
can generate the stress isometric for feeding into the software at this point of time.
see, we do the pipe stress analysis with Caesar.
Yes.
Caesar software. Now, I was wondering whether AI somehow can identify high stress areas and maybe reroute piping, or if the identification is done and the number of high stress points are reduced, then that amount of work and cost also reduces.
Actually,
I'm not sure whether it can be done.
I am answering your question. Caesar itself has the capability to do this work, because on the high stress work it can add loop, it can recommend to if there is requirement for adding any expansion joint or hanger. That capability is already there. But the next step is, if the input to Caesar, suppose you are having only a drawing, only a hard print, I mean a printout of a drawing. So from that, really, can you feed the input for Caesar? So answer is a mixed answer, because I have tried this one, that whether
everywhere we have model, everywhere we have
yes,
3D
no,
models.
I'm talking about the legacy document for the old project.
Old map.
So what right now the AI engines, what to the best extent, what they can do, they can generate, if you feed them all the parameters, pressure, temperature, material, size, everything, thickness, and also a scanned image,
So many
of that
variables
hard
are
copy
there. So
drawing,
many
they
variables.
can generate
High
you,
pressure,
they
high
can give you,
temperature, expansion.
No, he's saying
High pressure,
scan.
high
We do a
temperature
scanning,
expansion. So many
which is
variables are
also
there.
there. For old projects, we do scanning if required.
So
And
at this point of time, they can just give you a stress isometric, but feeding information to Caesar, that you have to do with Caesar only. Now, in between, in the last few years, what happened? Last 1 decade, all the 3D modeling software, they had established direct linkages with software like Caesar. So there was no need to manual coding. So these steps are already there. Yes, the now data points will further help.
That's right.
Okay, Anirban, I think we have to close it.
Now, actually,
Devo, we cannot go on.
Piping stress analysis has become more and more critical. More and more critical.
We will have another program, Devo. We will have another separate program. Devo, we will have another separate program on interactive station.
Temperature is more than 600.
Ornamo, please start vote of thanks.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the organizing team, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all our esteemed speakers, panelists, and participants for making today's seminar both insightful and inspiring. Your valuable contributions have not only strengthen our understanding of AI's transformative potential, but also highlighted the importance of collaboration between technology and human experience in driving successful project outcomes. Special thanks to our professionals, to senior professionals and young tech experts for showing how the fusion of experience and innovation can lead the way forward. My
Thank
profound
you all. Thank you.
appreciation.
Thank you. Good sir. Good sir. Thank
Oh,
you. Thank you.
no, no,
Thank
he
you.
has not finished.
Thanks to everybody.
One second. Hello, please listen. My profound appreciation to Mr. Amitabh Ghosh for his unending thirst for new technologies, especially for artificial intelligence, and sharing his thoughts through the online seminar, which will be of immense help to one and all, irrespective of their age and technological background. To our audience, your engagement and curiosity are what made this session truly meaningful. My special thanks to our anchors, Mr. Sarojkan Singh and Mr. Arnav Banerjee, online coordinator, Mr. Pallav Adak, digital and digital support by Sri Surajit Ray and Sri Vishwajit Mondol. And finally, let us always remember above all is human intelligence and none else. Thank you and stay inspired.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you
I'm
very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
very
Thank you.
sad. I'm very sad to mention that we are missing Mr. N. Saha, the most prominent and eminent engineer,
Yeah.
power engineer for the decades. We are missing him. That is very. I'm feeling very sad.
Same here.
And Devuda, I just want to tell you, I was also associated with Bakreshwar. I was also associated with Bakreshwar project for the Bakreshwar Dam.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.